Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Is the
Can
stream
you hear
still
me?
running? Is the stream still running?
I don't know if the stream's still running.
I
I
have
have
to
no idea what the hell
reconnect
just
the
happened.
session. I gotta reconnect the session. I got booted from the session. Maybe. Yep, I got booted from the session.
Dude, I got a nice buzz going now too. What the heck?
Oh my god, this is really frustrating.
Life.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. My internet just shit itself for some reason. Fucking piece of Ooh. We welcome you back here to the Charlotte Roval. I'll play my music so that way it's official. We have had all the issues we can have in the world for this race broadcast. Are you serious?
Just crashed spectacularly. I think that's turn 2.
All right, I have bad news for you. We're going to have to operate this race without a ticker for the rest of the race because ATVO has stopped working. This is going to be awful. All right, get ready for the most cracked stream you've ever watched. You are screaming, Jonathan Parker, about David Durant wrecking. That's David Durant. I don't know whose truck that is. It's a white truck. Oh, my Lord. This is hilarious. Okay, so
That is David
let's
Durant.
reset back up here. Let's see if we can get this reset. ATVO is not wanting to work anymore, so we're going to have to operate this in the most cracked way possible. I hope you understand. I hope you are able to follow along because we will do the best we can to guide you through this race. So, right now, I don't think I'll be able to change the camera or anything either. I think we're kind of screwed.
Fuck.
I'm going to look and see. So there's Alex Kerfan. I see that Zachary Worm's on pit road and has disappeared. He's left the race. There's Josh Arnold. David Duran is on pit road, as is Jonathan Canfield, Shane O'Neill, Justin Rand, and Zach Probst. They are out of the race as well. Right now, it looks like we have Josh Arnold rolling off of pit road. Okay, so your race leader is still Tristan Maher. He is still dominating the race. You did not miss that. Do not worry. We are okay. Cameron Caldwell is back up to second. Ethan Fonseca Moreno was back to third. Alonso Chicano is fourth. Michael Kruger rounding out your top 5. We missed everything. I mean, literally everything.
It was the most important part of the race, I'm going to be honest, because Cameron Caldwell did a great undercut on Ethan Fonseca Moreno. Got that spot, and he's ahead of him. I think he's going to be able to pull away. That screwed Michael Kruger a little bit, kind of caught him with his pants down. So now he's down to 5th, and Alonso is up to 4th. Did a good job.
This is going to be a very, 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 very hectic stream here on JCTV, and I do apologize for that being the case. For some reason, it's just not wanting to cooperate tonight. So we are in a very, very bad spot. We're going to see what happens here. But obviously, we got the stream back going. We're back connected. We're back live, I believe. Right now,
We are live.
currently looking to see. This shows me total incidents right now. Current leader in incident points, Jared Wilson at 16, by the way. Brett Bennett only has 2, so clean race for Brett Bennett so far.
Jared Wilson has disconnected. He has put his truck in a garage. I think he's had enough.
Zachary Wareham is showing his out as well in the 27 truck. So his debut did not go as planned. Michael Walls just
wild,
Copperl and David ran on pit road.
I'm sorry, which is wild because I could have just sworn I just saw him in the top half of the, not top half, but mid pack of the top 10. So I don't know if that was, I don't know. I would have to go back and look.
We're going to try to open ATPN one more time and see if we can get the ticker going. But it is having issues. It's trying to retrieve my data and my account details, and then it says that I've been suspended. Never mind. I am lying. It's working now. Okay, cool. So we can get this ticker back going for you. We can get the broadcast somewhat back to normal. Holy crap, we missed so much. It was so exciting. And the thing that sucks is I can't go back and see all the wrecks at the start of the race that I had saved. So we're kind of just, we're stuck with where we are. Yeah, we're kind of screwed now. But that's okay. We adapt, we move along, and we get things back rolling here on JCTV. So let's see if this will work out here.
I'll give you a little update on Zachary Raham. Why, I guess maybe a little why he left. He did his pit stop. He come out and he spun out, and then he just said, screw this, basically. I don't know. I would have to talk to him. But
we'll have to see and figure it out here. So it looks like the ticker is back working. We'll check and see here. Indeed it is. There we go. Good Lord Almighty, have mercy on my soul. So we don't get the bookmarks of everything. We do have at least everything back running somewhat properly. So we're top 10 right now. Tristan Maher, Cameron Caldwell. Well, we should just do a full field rundown with 27 minutes to go. That'd be much better to do here. Tristan Maher leading the field by 21 seconds over second place. Cameron Caldwell. Ethan Fonseca Moreno finds himself in the 3rd position. Alonso Chicano is 4th, and Michael Kruger runs 5th. Alex Kerfan in 6th. Nick Hapiak 7th. Corey Cook in a debut run is 8th. Roy Crump is up to 9th, and Brett Bennett rounds out your top 10.
yeah, this guy Tristan Maher has up to 9th lapped. Yeah, he's kind of looking like what I did in NAOR back when they ran at the Roval. Just has the field covered.
So I'm not the only one that had an issue. Zachary Wareham lost connection as well, so that wasn't he wasn't the only one that had disconnection issues. Don't worry, Zach, you are not alone.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. He had the same style issue before.
He was having such a good run. That's such a shame.
Now, what I want to say, because our good friend Brian C. Smith, I asked him to join us for the booth tonight, but he politely declined. He said he needed to get some rest and take care of himself. So I'm not going to fault him for not joining us. But this is his fault. Him not joining the booth is why we're having these issues and why this race has gone this way. But I will say, he said he's had a lot of connection issues when it came to special events going on iRacing. iRacing is doing 24 hours of Spa right now, so very likely that could be what caused my end to completely crap itself. But who knows, truly. So we'll get you your field update. Of course, Tristan Maher has led the whole way. There's no shocker there. Of course, with Caldwell having the issues with Kruger and Justin Arand and Zach Probst, that has led him to them both being damaged. But Cameron Caldwell still maintaining that 2nd spot. Michael Kruger, though, is back to that 5th spot. There's Roy Crump right behind, currently running 9th. Of course, that's going to show things incorrectly. He did not... His low is not 9th. He's been all the way back to 23rd at the start of the race and has recovered to get up to 9th. So a great recovery run here for the 70 of Roy Crump as we approach the 25-minute mark. Your DNFs from the race so far are the 27 is Zachary Wareham in 20th. 21st is Jared Wilson. 22nd, Harold Tucker the 3rd. And 23rd, no shocker, Tyler Watermullen last on track. So, whew, this has been a race. This has been something. But, all you need to know at the end of the day right now is that Tristan Maher is waxing the field. Plain and simple.
And I do want to give a shout to Zachary Raham because he was having a great day. It's a shame they had those disconnecting issues because he was. I mean, because he was. That's why I was so shocked. He was in 6th before I saw that he dropped out. Took his pit stop. He had a little spin, but it seems like he had disconnection issues. That's a shame because he was just keeping his truck in one piece the whole day, showing good perseverance, doing a very good job.
So as we continue on here, I do want to apologize for the language you heard at the very top of what would be this broadcast. You may have heard a couple swear words because, this thing decided to stop working on me, and it let us down here today. But that's okay. It's okay. Everybody swears. We all have moments like that in anger.
I will be.
You can speak to that. You can attest to that.
No, it's even worse because I'm pretty sure I swore, and it wasn't even at the top of the broadcast. It was like 5 minutes afterward. So sorry, except I do it all the time. So
we don't have any guidelines against us that are like, if we say a swear word, we get fined. At least we're not. We don't have a federal.
Our guideline is Josh Coppernell.
Yeah, our guideline is Josh Coppernell, and Josh Coppernell doesn't like swearing, but isn't like a swearing. We try not to swear, but sometimes something slips through the cracks, and that's what slipped through the cracks this time. But Tristan Maher right now working his way through oval 3 and 4. That's turns 13 and 14 on the oval section into 15. Then the final 2 turns here, 16 and 17, as he navigates that bus stop, hitting those turtles. 23 minutes to go. Looks like Canfield has passed David Durand on the racetrack. Now, you mentioned David Durand had an issue on the racetrack. Pretty much
a massive crash.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to hunt that down. I can see
I'll
where
try and
Justin
explain it.
wrecked. Trying to see if it shows where he may have crashed. Do you know what lap that would have been, so I can see if I have that accurate enough so where I can hunt it down?
His lap 30. He was just starting his lap 30.
I don't think I can go back to that. It looks like my when it loaded back in, it did not load back in early enough because it currently shows that he is on lap number 30, but obviously we haven't been able to go back in.
He was entering turn 2, got really loose and just overcorrected. And it was a spectacular crash. He overcorrected into that wall.
Stay tuned to the JCTV Twitter and the In the Pits News Truck Series Twitter accounts. We'll see if we can get replays of those incidents posted onto there for the moments that we were not able to capture here tonight with some technical issues. So we'll see how things pan out there. But, if you want to see what happened in the race that led to those moments before computer did die, we'll see if we can get those posted on those accounts so that you can see what happened and your eyes can you can know what has happened in this race to lead us to this point with David Durand in 16th. Bennett Allen currently spun around on the bus stop.
Yeah, he spun out again. He's not having a good day. Started out so promising.
Started out well, but now 14, 3 laps down after multiple issues for this 15 truck. PBR is really not having a great run, a nightmare run for that team. The closest battle right now is the battle for 10th. It is Brett Bennett and Josh Arnold. They are right close to each other here. This is the...
They're close?
10th position. Yeah, they're only 7/10 of a second apart. That's the closest battle we have on track. Outside of that, it's almost 2 seconds. So, you want to say not is that close? Don't tempt me, boy. Don't tempt me, boy.
Why the heck do they decide to lose their minds when we can't control certain things like us getting disconnected? But
yeah, I think it's what it is. They know when we're about to not be able to capture, and they decide to just let loose when we go to ad break. They went crazy with the Justin Durand incident, and then after that, the incident with Jared Wilson and Jonathan Canfield. And then when the internet decided to stop working and the session lost connection, right then was when we saw the David Durand incident. Now you're gonna have to walk me through what happened, something I can know, just what we missed on the broadcast. We can at least sort of talk it through.
With David Durand.
Yeah, we can see if we can figure it out.
Yeah, just so. Going through turn 2, he started to break loose a little bit, missed the line a little bit, and he was kind of in a drift, and he had too much wheel into it, so overcorrected the wrong way, and he went head-on into the wall. He basically Dale Earnhardt Sr. did into the wall, and just blew his engine, and that's why he's out of the race. David
Now,
Hernandez.
was he the only one in that incident, or did anybody else get a piece of that?
Campbell was close, but no one else got it damaged.
Okay. Yeah, that's what took David Duran out of the race. Like I said, we'll try to get a replay of that at some point and get that to where we can get some eyes on it. But man, a horror show here at the Charlotte Roval for all but one person. That one person being Tristan Maher, leading with under 20 minutes to go. I'm going to tempt fate on you here, John. You know why I'm going to tempt fate?
Why is that?
We're going to take another side-by-side break. Currently.
All right, so Micah's going to wreck.
Yeah, something like that. So as you see here on your leaderboard in the top 10, Tristan Maher continues to dominate this race. Cameron Caldwell second. Ethan Fonseca Moreno is in third. Then it's Alonso Chicano and Michael Kruger in the top 5. As we get ready to go, JCTV side by side.
Practice went okay, but if he keeps pushing like that, what are you gonna do? Here we go.
Can you feel it? The taste of Coca-Cola.
Can I get your autograph?
Yeah, sure.
I can't wait to show my grandson.
As a Grand Prix world champion in triathletes, I know how important it is to stretch before any competition.
I also know it's important to stretch. Mobil 1's advanced technology lubricates our engines
Yes, that is true.
and my joints.
Oh my word.
Soda cookies. Want one, Jensen?
Fly the blimp, too much hot air. Race announcer, same thing there. Wouldn't get a word in with you know who. Just get down on the track and do what you do. Slide down in my seat, pull the belts tight. Get up on the wheel and let the dust fly. Napa know how. Napa know
Man, running out of hot water, that's like running out of gas during a race.
You got that right.
That's why I'm getting a Richmond water heater, man. They're dependable.
A real winner.
They got everything here, too. And the prices, they're low.
Come to Menards. Check out our huge selection of Richmond water heaters in stock today. You'll save big money now. Low prices, lower energy cost.
Man, what an awesome store.
I'm proud to have them as a partner.
Let's go win some races from Menards.
Let's do it.
Save big money at Menards.
This season, nothing scares Carl Edwards more than losing. Not a 10-car pileup on a fast track. Not trading paint with a car full of clowns. Not that furnace in his basement that sometimes looks like a face. Losing is even scarier than having to choose between starving and eating your best friend Bob.
I don't feel like I've got much time left. Great.
There are only two things that scare Carl Edwards: losing and not winning.
Well, they're letting fans design cars again.
Aliens. I know they're out there. So with Toyota's help, I designed a car to welcome them with open arms.
Cool car. I was abducted once. Oh, you're back.
Will they make contact? I don't know, but I want to believe.
What will you design? Enter for a chance to win at Sponsorfire.com.
Thank you.
Denny and Harrison, welcome to the OfferPad family.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're excited. You guys ready?
You know we're ready.
You know, at OfferPad, we're fast too. All online, cash offer in 24 hours. But we also like to make sure that each home selling experience feels special, easy, and different. You guys look awesome!
OfferPad really is different.
Yeah, awesome different.
Home selling with OfferPad is awesome different. Request your free cash offer today at OfferPad.com.
So how's that new Mahindra tractor, Tony?
To be honest, Chase, there's nothing more satisfying than working my land with this Mahindra.
Well, nothing outside of being Rookie of the Year, winning 62 races, 3 Cup Series championships, securing dozens of sponsorship deals, getting inducted to the Hall of Fame, getting married to a wonderful woman, owning a racing team, hanging out in my trophy room. You know, awesome stuff.
Yeah, what? Can't hear you.
Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stewart Haas Racing.
50 laps to go, and here comes Casey Kane in for a pit. Wow, that was fast. Boy, I want to see that again in slow motion, Doug.
Okay, that was something I did not see the first time, Pete.
Boy, you catch a lot more detail when you slow things down.
I guess so.
Those look good.
Yeah. Oh, Casey's always got time for arm wrestling.
Amazing.
Yes, she is, Pete.
Boy, you blink an eye and you miss all that.
Impressive. Casey Kane's always impressive.
At Domino's, you can carry out 3 topping pizzas for just $7.99 each. And with Domino's Carside Delivery, you can conveniently stay in your car while you do it. Just pull up, check in online, and we'll quickly bring your food to you.
Thank you.
So you don't have to get out to get carry out. Like Denny here.
Hey, Hamlin. I like your PJs.
PJs? What? Stay in the driver's seat with Domino's Carside Delivery.
We'll be back here to the Charlotte Roval, and already we got issues. Chana. Alonso Chicano had a moment there in the bus stop. To look back, not with that camera angle, preferably.
It wasn't that big of a mistake, but it lost on the spot. Because most people would have spun out there.
Let's really quickly look and see. Oh, yeah, the slide. What a save. Alonso Chicano maintains that 5th place spot.
Just a little too, yeah, just a little too much curb upset the truck, and I know he's kicking himself because he lost the spot, but he's had 2 great saves this race.
Well, I know somebody's not kicking themselves. That's Tristan Maher. He is out to a 27-second lead. Now, you'll notice the ticker has now changed over to laps to go, because based on the estimate, we are within 15 laps to go. The ticker will automatically default to a 15 to go when it's at a 15 laps to go or less. Right now, it's estimating we're going to have 10 laps left, 12 minutes to go in this race. So that's our estimate, is about 10 laps left here in the Guardian Roval Rumble. And what a rumble it's been.
For Tristan Maher.
For everybody. I mean, everybody having to maintain and keep hold of everything. Now, you'll see here, the closest battle we have on track is this battle here for 4th. But another battle that's brewing is the battle for 10th, because here comes Josh Arnold back in the picture.
He's just been stalking Brett Bennett. He has been trying his hardest to get around him. Eventually, he might just have to get his elbows out. I know it sounds really kind of bad, but
ooh, he's right on the bumper, and around he goes.
Gonna go around.
Trying to keep it clean and not wrecking, and winds up getting himself turned around. And just like that, there goes your battle for 9th for now. Arnold going to have to dig deep and recover from that one. He gets right up on the back bumper and just has to get off of it there.
I guess he has the stream up. He was listening to me. I'm sorry, J. Paul.
JP misleading the other JP. Right there, see how hot he gets. He has to get on the brakes hard to not run in the back of Brett. But good to keep it from really getting out from underneath him.
It's a good thing. It's kind of a weird driver etiquette thing. I'm going to go off on a tangent. Unlike 2015 Darlington, Jimmy spun out at Darlington and wrecked out of the race. I think it was 2015. And he could have took out Carl Edwards and saved his car, but he didn't. And Josh basically did that. He spun himself out to not take out someone else, so kind of kudos to him there.
Absolutely. He managed to keep that wreck to a 1-car wreck instead of a 2-car wreck. Looks like Jonathan Canfield might have had some issues as well back in the background here. 16 looks like it's got some plenty of damage from this race tonight. He pulled over to let some drivers go, actually, so that's why he was so slow. Total incident count, just for you fans at home, is 152. Your incident count leaders, it's a tie right now at 20. Michael Kruger in 4th, and Bennett Allen all the way back in the 14th position. Those are your two most incidents of the race.
And at road courses, that counts off tracks. Well, I mean, it counts off tracks everywhere, but it's a lot easier to get an off track at a road course because you got to push the track limits. So it tells you who's really pushing those limits.
Yeah, Michael no shock, but also too, all the contact, all the damage he's gotten from those wrecks, obviously can do. You see the front end of the nose just pushed in, 14, but it didn't really affect it that much to where he's really struggled. I mean, technically he's only lost one spot compared to everything else. Now I'm not sure if Brett will count this. It'd be great if he did. I would love if he did. We'll see if he counts it. But right now, Ethan Fonseca Moreno is currently ahead of Michael Kruger. So of course, the bet is if someone wins. But that doesn't mean it can't be somewhere somebody, you know, beats one of the three. He can give him another $5 or something. You never know.
I'm sorry.
Is 6th place, by the way, and is getting lapped.
Holy. Take a bow, Tristan Maher, first of all. Second of all,
it looks like he just pulled over for Tristan to go by. He didn't want to hold up his teammate.
second of all, although it's great that Ethan's third, he's doing a great job, having a good race. When I won my bounty, I had to beat all the radius trucks. The first radius truck to not win was the bounty, and I got that at Auto Club. He had to win the race. You got to win. You got to beat all three of them, and he's currently not beating two of them. So, but it is
not of those three is Ethan Fonseca in 3rd place right now. He's ahead of Michael Kruger by 8 seconds. He's in pursuit of Cameron Caldwell. I mean, he is reeling in that 12 truck.
Yeah, Kemp hit about a lap earlier. He had a great undercut that got him that cleaner air. Got him that track position, but I don't know. I wonder if that's kind of that plus the damage is taking a toll on his truck a little bit. Hopefully that's a battle we can look at.
Chicano would have had an issue here too. He is slow. He has lost now about 4 seconds to Michael Kruger. Back, maybe possibly something in the bus stop again. Oh, completely missed the bus stop. Yeah. So having to roll through.
Pretty sure he's so far ahead of Kerfan. No harm, no foul at this point.
Josh Copperell just got passed by Bennett Allen for 13th. Spot. Chicano again with another slower lap this time by.
You know, we saw Bennett Allen earlier. Just kind of full throttle chicane once he knew he was going to miss it. That's kind of a thing in real life. And honestly, I'm not experienced enough with road course racing to know if that'll work. But maybe that's what he should have done. Just because it gives you the black flag and you got to slow down in order not to get like a super black flag, kind of to put it. But I wonder if he should have just kind of full throttled that, through that, and then just slow down a little bit.
Battle for 6 here, kind of heating up. Nick Hapiak, or 7th, excuse me. Nick Hapiak in 7th. Corey Cook right behind in 8th. And how about this run for this number 61 truck? Corey Cook qualified 14th tonight, currently running 8th. His first start. He's having a very impressive run for his first go-round, especially with it coming here at the Charlotte Roval.
Kind of the first start you always want to have. Like, you just kind of laying low, keep your truck clean, if I'm not calling your name in your first start and you're running good, it's probably a good thing. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, I haven't heard you yell out, whoa, 61, Corey Cook. We haven't heard that yet. Of course, we could have jinxed it with 5 minutes to go, 5 laps to go.
think we're
Corey
safe.
Cook has had issues though, so it's not saying that that the 61 truck has been perfect, but the fact that they have been able to rally for a top 10 run, 8th place right now, with a chance to possibly take 7 with Nick Hapiak just up ahead, that is a very good debut here tonight.
Yeah, like you said, obviously not been perfect because it's your first start, but I look at your truck, it looks clean. I haven't shouted your name all night. You're running good, so it deserves a shout out, 100%.
Good run going still, of course, right there in the mix for this 7th spot for the 61 truck. But Alonso Chicano is bleeding time to Michael Kruger. He is now 7 seconds back of the 14 truck. He went from being right there within a second to now 6 seconds, 7 seconds back. Sure what's going on with the 25. Alex Curfan is the next truck behind him, who is an entire 39 seconds back. So unless a disaster happens, Chicano's got the top 5 locked down.
Yeah, maybe it's one of those where he's like, all right, I know I can't get to Kruger anymore, so let's just not make any mistakes. Let's just get this truck home in one piece and take this top 5 and go to the next race.
Yeah, let's just get this race over with, too.
Yep. I think the whole field wanted this race over 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think if they came over the radio and said that we're going to cut this race short to when that issue happened and it cut out on everything, I think they'd all been fine if the race got called there. I think they'd been happy with it. But alas, we're still running. We got 3 laps left here at Charlotte. It's a near 30-second gap for Tristan Maher over second place Cameron Caldwell. Then it's 31 seconds back to Ethan Fonseca Moreno. And it's a whole 40 seconds to Michael Kruger in 4th, 50 seconds to 5th place Alonso Chicano. Last season, this number 69 truck, he dominated this race. I mean, he came in, he dominated. He led 30 laps, though. Only 30 laps of the race last season he led. Tonight, he has led pretty much the whole thing.
The whole way.
Start to
Exactly.
finish. Green to checkered has been this 69 truck out front. Justin Duran just had an issue. He is 16th, 11 laps down. He's got nowhere to go. It's approaching 2 to go. Canfield being 3 laps down, or 8 laps down, 3 laps ahead of him. It's going to mean that he will not be able to advance his position any further. So he's just kind of stuck running in 16. We jinxed him from the start, and that's kind of fired off on him tonight. So he is not going to have a great run. But, looking at the standings coming into tonight's race, looking to see how the drivers came into tonight. Michael Kruger was your points leader coming into tonight's race, 16 points up on Alonso Chicano, with the finish ahead, as well as I believe a good stage finish for the driver of the 14 machine. Indeed, a second place in the stage. Chicano is 5th. It's really going to help him out, at least maintain that points lead, if not grow just a little bit. Cameron Caldwell, 3rd in points, is going to chew some into that gap he had on Alonso Chicano as well. But Justin Duran came into this race 4th. He will drop off. Alex Kerfan came in 6th. He's going to have a decent run, a decent finish. Cole Snyder, of course, not racing. He took a provisional for tonight, so he'll end up getting a drop possibly. See what happens. But yeah, Tristan Maher leading this charge. So it looks like officially the lap count is going to be 54 laps. And JP, how many laps does that mean he's going to have led tonight?
54. What a run by him.
Fantastic run by Tristan Maher. We saw him win last season. No shocker that he's coming to win it again this season. We considered him a favorite, and but he was in the mix with Kruger and Caldwell. I think from now, anytime we come to the Charlotte Roval, we'll have to put that 69 as the one to beat. He'll route his way through 16 and 17, and he will take the white flag this time by 1 lap to go here at the Charlotte Roval.
I'll say it's about Tristan because, he was part-time last year, ran a lot of short tracks, ran the road course, obviously. And when he was running full-time, I was like, I guess he'll kind of almost fill my shoes because he's just so fast when I race with him, and he has kind of similar qualities to me, but his season's been up and down, so maybe a race like this will kind of get him righted. Finished 2nd at Texas last week.
Yeah, his full-time season. Yeah, you mentioned it. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's really fast, and I always thought he was going to be every single week, in and out. One of the trucks to beat. Won at Rockingham earlier at the expense of a Mellow Yellow can, but absolutely dominated this race. 100% deserved it.
Yeah, but Justin, too, what's funny, he did not run Watkins Glen this season. He took a provisional for that race. So coming in tonight and showing that he is the new road course king, I think is really what we're seeing as he makes his way through the bus stop for the final time. You mentioned it, second in Texas 2 weeks ago. 28th in Martinsville, not a good showing, but he's had a total of 4 top 5s, but tonight will make it number 5 in the top 5 category as he rounds his way through 16 and 17 for the final time. Tristan Maher dominates the Guardian Roval Rumble as he picks up his 2nd win of Season 4.
Take a bow. Absolute masterclass. We'll get back to 2nd here eventually. He's coming through Oval 3 and 4.
2nd place, Cameron Caldwell.
I know he's going to be gutted. He's finished 2nd, I think, 4 times, and now 5 times. He's finished 2nd to me twice. And that's going to be a gut punch to him. I know how bad he wants to get back to regular lane, and it'll happen soon. He's running too good.
Ethan Fonseca Moreno scores the 3rd place, the final podium spot. Here's Michael Kruger taking 4th, and then Alonso Chicano going to round the corners for the final time to take home his top 5 finish. Tristan Maher takes home a victory tonight.
And that's all your lead lap finishers.
Yeah, the top 5, that's everybody. Those are the lead lap finishers. So we will look really quick. I want to just stat check something before I say anything. Because he finished 2nd at Watkins Glen this season. The Roval last season he finished 2nd. At Watkins Glen last season, 2nd.
Oh.
You go back to the Roval in Season 2, he was the winner. Watkins Glen Season 2, he was the winner. And then, of course, he won the opening race at Watkins Glen in Season 1. So here's your stat for you. Cameron Caldwell has finished top 2 in every road course race held on JCTV for the Independence News Truck Series.
Definitely a road course ace. Kind of, dare I say, kind of compare him to Chase Elliott a little bit, or maybe if you want to go to more legendary stats, Tony Stewart or Jeff Gordon. He's so good at these road courses, but I know he wants that 1st place, not 2nd place.
Yeah, but he'll settle for 2nd for now for a good points run, I guess. But Tristan Maher going to burn it down, your winner tonight here in the Guardian Roval Rumble. 2nd straight win here at the Charlotte Roval for that number 69 truck. You hear it in the background. I hear you laughing. I know what's going on. Some drivers are taking that special shortcut over the turn 1 wall, but you can see your race winner, Tristan Maher, continuing to burn it down here tonight. So let's take a look at your finishing results. You see Tristan Maher, a dominant performance, 30 seconds, the gap to 2nd place, Cameron Caldwell. Ethan Fonseca Moreno, 4 straight top 5s for that 43 machine, with Michael Kruger finishing 4th and Alonso Chicano running his top 5. It almost feels like the IndyCar race in Iowa earlier, where only the top 5 finish on the lead lap. See Alex Kerfan 6th, Nick Hapiak in 7th, Corey Cook in his debut will bring it home 8th, then Roy Crump 9th, and Brett Pindlet 10th for a pair of SPLD top 10s in tonight's race. And you see the rest of the field there. Bennett Allen, Josh Coppernold, Jonathan Canfield, the JCTV trio, 13th, 14th, and 15th. Justin Duran, an unfortunate end, 16th place, 11 laps down. And, of course, Zachary Wareham, David Duran, Jared Wilson, Shane O'Neill, Zach Probst, Harold Tucker, and Tyler Watermullen all unable to finish tonight's race.
Yeah, two guys I'm gutted for, Jared Wilson and Zachary Ranham. They deserve better finishes. They ran good, especially Zachary Ranham, just having the connection issues. He was running good. He definitely deserved to be up there, but he'll have better days, I promise.
So with that, we go down to see if we can get a hold of the first of our podium finishers here tonight. Let's see if we can get a hold of Mr. Eat That Bear himself, Ethan Fonseca Moreno. Hey, Ethan, this is the boys from the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, you sound so dejected because that race was definitely a butt whooping by the man they call Tristan Maher, but you're able to bring it home third. I'm sure that's still fine and dandy for that 43 machine, but what was that race like for you, especially in the late stages of that race when you were chasing down? You were chasing down in a good spot to try and pick up a good finish, at least the top 5 finish as you're battling with Caldwell, Kruger, and Chicano.
Yeah. I just want to say I'm extremely exhausted right now. Like it is hot out here in California right now, and I had a little bit of a workout going on here in this race. So, um, yeah. About the P3, I will take it. I'll take that as a win because I did not expect myself to be in the top 3. I mean, probably top 5, but I thought a P3 wouldn't be in my hands, I guess. But yeah, even though Mikey had a bit of damage there, um, I also want to apologize to him. I did kind of pull a little bit of a Max Verstappen move on him and kind of like just sent it into the chicane and forced the issue. But yeah, so sorry to him. Yeah, not much to say right now. I'm very tired.
Well, a very tired run, but still a third place. That's 4 straight top 5s at 43, building up some momentum heading towards the playoffs. So, what are you looking forward to here as we approach the playoffs now? What is that 43 machine looking to do here in the coming weeks?
Um, just try to stay up front. Had a good roll going. Good, we're on a roll right now. So I'm feeling good about that as we're closing in on the playoffs. I'm looking to definitely get some more stage wins, if anything, to help with the playoff points. Uh, if if I can't get the wins, then hopefully stage wins. But yeah, more wins, hopefully. Um, I haven't driven an IRP, so I don't really know what to expect there. Um, of course, Talladega is unpredictable, and I think the track I'm looking forward to most is Kansas because I had a pretty good race there last season, so looking forward to that. Yeah, just pick up more points, uh, playoff points. I don't think I'll be able to come back into the um, what's it called, regular season championship. So yeah.
All right, well, we'll keep our eyes on you. But a third place finish here tonight on the podium. Who do you got to done for you tonight? Teammates, sponsors, we'll put that 43 truck back in the top 5, back in third.
I gotta thank Peak Performance, all the guys that are in Slide Job, and also Zach. He had issues during the race, and um, he stuck around for the rest of the race to like update me on what's going on with the gaps in front and behind, and what's going on everywhere else. So I appreciate that from him.
Alrighty, that is your third place finisher here at the conclusion of the Roval Rumble. That is Ethan Fonseca Moreno. Congrats on the third place, Ethan.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll let our good buddy Jonathan Parker see if he can get a hold of Cameron Caldwell and talk to the driver number 12 here.
Hey Cam, this is Jonathan Parker up in JCTV booth, and I know you're gutted with another second place finish. I don't know, what is that, 4 or 5 of them now? I'm sure you're tired
Number
of
5.
it. Number 5. I know you're tired of it, but just walk me through. You see your teammate spin out. I think that was turn 3, and you had nowhere to go. Just walk me through what's going through your mind at that point, and what helped you get back to P2.
I don't know, man. That was just so frustrating. I'm going through so many different situations in my head right now because I feel like, number one, if I outqualified Mikey and number two didn't get involved in that wreck, then I might have had something for Tristan. I was just held up by Mikey for so long on the first run, and then we all piled into that wreck, and I feel like if I had gone around him, when I wasn't stuck behind him, like if I had a little bit of distance to him, I was faster than Tristan on that first run anyway. So like, if I felt like if I just could have gotten around him somehow, then I would have had something. And second run, I just on a tire disadvantage, and I was more worried about what was behind me than trying to run him down. But there's no point since he was already 20 plus seconds out there. So, yeah, that was really frustrating. That wreck was, but still was able to claw back my way to P2. Pit strategy helped, but it's one of those things where you're so close to the guys in front of you, but you just can't pass. So pit lap early, get jump on tires, and that's about it from there. Just don't screw up. And I about messed up 2 or 3 times toward the end. I was gonna lose second, but I was able to build enough of a gap to hold off Ethan when I did mess up. So yeah, just definitely frustrated. I wish at least one of my 5 second place finishes, which 2 of them came thanks to you, of course, but wish at least one of them could have resulted in a win. But still got a handful of races left to try going before the playoffs.
Listen, I'm gonna make you earn them if you're gonna beat me. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah. You talk about that first run, and I did notice you were on Michael almost that whole run, and you fell back. Did you just overheat those tires a little bit, and in that 30, you're just trying to get by him?
Yeah, I was just getting frustrated and slipping up, and eventually, once he started pulling away from me, I was finally able to settle down and just start hitting my marks again. And I was just started running back down, and I was making good ground on him, and then we piled into the wreck. So, yeah, it's just one of those things with the night race. Like, I don't know if it would have made a difference in the day, but at least I think I would have been able to see it better. And I didn't know it was in the middle of the racing line until we came around that bridge area, and it's like all of a sudden it's there, and locked up the brakes and just slide right in. So, just happy it didn't hurt my truck at all, really. I didn't have I wasn't down in any engine power, I don't think. So that was the main thing. Aerodynamics don't tend to matter too much on these road courses as long as you have full engine power and your toe isn't knocked out. So it didn't seem to hurt me too bad. But yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to pass here. It just felt like I was having nightmares about last season again, being stuck by Tristan in the little race. But yeah, I gotta figure that one out. I felt like I only made one good pass, not even a good pass, just one really decent pass on track, and it was passing a lapper, which made it much harder than it should have been. But yeah, I didn't feel confident going into that, and just kind of braked a little bit later than he did, and kind of locked it up going in, but it'll clear. But yeah, it's so hard to pass. He's the main braking zones have such hard corners to get runs off before, so it's like you have to be perfect and hope they slip up in front of you, and then maybe you can glide on in there. But those guys up front, it's gonna be tough to make them make a mistake in the right areas. So yeah, it's just like we were talking about pre-race qualifying was gonna matter so much, and it really did. So yeah, I love the Roval. Looking forward to doing a couple different road courses next season, though.
I know. I can hear the frustration in your voice. What do you need to do better at IRP? Looking forward to next week to turn that P2 into a P1.
Well, for starters, I'm gonna be on vacation again, like I was for Texas. So I'm gonna have my my vacation setup, which is not anything ideal.
Definitely not ideal.
So yeah, running on, I was able to get a little under 40 frames, which
For those of you at home, that's terrible. I just going to high. I go well above 60 frames, and I got a good monitor. Trust me, you never want to. I don't ever even want to go back to 60 frames, let alone 40 or 30. So give him a little shout out there.
Yeah, so I'm not looking forward to it. And also my setup, I'm right now, my setup at home, I have a load cell brake, which measures pressure over distance pushed down. So, which that's another thing that I was struggling with tonight, because in practice, I was starting to realize that my braking was not consistent at all, because I wasn't putting the same pressure in every single time, especially on the backstretch chicane. But anyway, my brake pedal there is measured by distance, and there's absolutely no resistance in it. So it's like Texas is okay because you don't brake in Texas, but IRP, which is a short track, I'm pretty worried about. So luckily, I don't think I'm overly busy the days I'm there leading up to it. So hopefully, I'll have some time to do some practice and figure it out. We got another league coming up on Monday that's also IRP, so it'll be good practice, but it won't be on the same setup that I'm on right now, or that I will be on, I should say. So be good practice for the track, but not how I'll be driving it. So just hope to have a decent run there.
Any shout outs you want to give to sponsors, friends, family, all that?
Yeah. Shout out C2 Graphics, Independence News, Grid Network, Molecular Massage Therapy, Left Coast Survivals, RPS Marketing, JCTV, you guys for broadcasting. My teammates at Radius, shout out Tristan for winning. Obviously, stomped us today. Shout out to Celsius, which isn't one of my sponsors, it's one of Alonso's sponsors, but I've recently jumped shipped over to them and drank one before the race, and it kept me energized and going. So, shout out to them. Sponsor me, please. Other than that, thanks to the fans for watching. Thanks to my friends and family for watching. We'll see you guys at IRP, and hopefully it's have a good run to the playoffs.
Thank you, Cam. You'll get one spot better soon. I promise you.
I'm gonna try.
P2 finisher, Cameron Caldwell. Congratulations on P2.
Thanks, John.
No problem.
And with that, we move down to victory lane here with your winner of tonight's Guardian Roval Rumble, that being the driver of the 69, Tristan Maher. Tristan, it's 2 straight at the Roval, but more importantly, it is in dominant fashion, a 30-second gap to the win, and pretty much leading the whole thing. I would ask you what that race is like for you, but I'm pretty sure I know what it was. It was Sunday Drive.
Yeah, it felt pretty good, honestly. I don't know what it is about this place that suits my driving style. I don't know. I can't even pinpoint the reason why I have a lot of pace here. I'm decent at other road courses, but if you put me on a track like Sonoma or even Watkins Glen, probably like I'm nowhere near as fast as I am for each track. Like I can put in pretty dominant lap times here at the Roval, but I'd probably just put in competitive lap times at tracks like Watkins Glen or something like that.
Yeah, well, you were able to put in pretty competitive times here tonight. Of course, the fastest lap on track was ran by you by nearly about a couple tenths of a second, too. You were able to just pretty much take off and run away with it. So 2 wins of the season now. Looking forward to the rest of the regular season, and then the playoffs are looming. So do you think maybe this is going to be the launching point for you to really kind of build up momentum heading towards those playoffs?
I hope so. Had a pretty disappointing week last week at Martinsville. Had to leave the race because my internet was acting up. So hopefully that's all fixed. Nothing happened during this race tonight, so hopefully that's all good. I think the week before that was where were we at before that? I can't remember.
We were
Either way,
at Texas 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, that race I came in second, I think. I blew that race, in my opinion, for myself. So anyway, my spirits were down a little bit regarding my luck the past 2 weeks. But yeah, doing this and putting in some clean laps for the entire race really felt good. It's good for my confidence, and I'm looking forward to the playoffs. I'm glad that I don't really have to worry about getting knocked out of the playoffs for the chase. Sorry, I know you can hear my kids in the background, but yeah, I'm excited.
Already a first place run for that 69 C2 Graphics Silverado. Anybody else want to shout out? Teammates, sponsors, what got you to victory lane here tonight?
Yeah, I gotta shout out my teammates, Radius Racing. and you guys up in the booth. I'm excited to go back and watch the broadcast and see what happened behind me.
Well, I would say I don't know if I'd say excited because about halfway through, I had the issues you normally have. I had issues with connection and it dropped out in the middle of the broadcast. So I don't know if we're gonna have a full broadcast or it'll just be the half when it came back on. I guess we'll see when the broadcast gets done with being live. But right now, we've got the back half of the race, so you'll be able to watch and see as you continue to pull away. But overall, winner tonight, second win of the season for Tristan Maher as he looks to build momentum towards the playoffs. Congrats again on the win, Tristan.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
That was your race winner, Tristan Maher. And he took the checkered flag tonight. And so that leaves us with a quiet track. John, your final thoughts on the end of that race?
Yeah, just as Tristan said, this track is just so good for him. Just whatever, it suits his driving style, and he showed it off. And let's see if he can carry that momentum to IRP and into the playoffs here, as we're getting pretty close to playoff time. And um, honestly, I feel really good for Cameron Caldwell. You think you'll be happy with a second place finish, but once it happens 5 times in the season, you get sick of it. You want to win, and he's too good to just be finishing second. He's gonna get there soon.
Yeah, not even just like you mentioned. I mentioned the top 2 stats for all 7 road course races we've seen across the Independence News Truck Series. But yeah, you mentioned this is his second straight second place finish, 5 on the season. He has been one of the best finishers across season 4. It just has not come to fruition for him to be able to pull it off. So he's still looking for that first win. His 9th top 5 of the night, 10th top 10 across 11 races. So really good season, but just not able to crack victory lane here. So we do apologize for everything that happened in this broadcast to lead to it being so hairy, but hey, it's road course racing. Everything is going to be on edge. You know, we found a way to crash out of this race too, like everybody else did. But the one driver that did not find a way to wreck was Tristan Maher as he took the 69 truck to victory lane. As he took the 69 truck to victory lane, he was able to come away with the victory here in the Guardian Roval Rumble. With that, we conclude our coverage from Charlotte Motor Speedway in Charlotte, North Carolina. Keep your eyes peeled on JCTV for all sorts of racing action up this Tuesday night on JCTV. We will see the Slide Job Racing League as they prepare to do battle up next. They'll be racing this Tuesday night at Auto Club in California. Friday night, the NAOR Series heads to Kansas. See them do battle. Of course, Jonathan Parker here's in the booth with us. He is last night's winner, 6 wins on this current season here for the NAOR Series. And then next Saturday, the Independence News Truck Series roars into IRP. Short track racing again. Good Lord, that should be a fun one. We'll see how it all pans out. That's your week coming up on JCTV. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your night. From Jonathan Parker and Dawson Allen.